This podcast is part of the Listen Frederick Podcast Network. To learn more, visit listenfrederick.com.
The Fedora Files.
Hello, I'm Gregory Fedora.
And I'm Chip Stetson.
And this is the Fedora Files. And I'm really excited about this show. This past weekend, Chip and I got to be at the 24th anniversary of the Blair Witch Project and the first showing ever in
Birkittsville,
yeah,
which is where they filmed the entire movie.
So in the woods and stuff. And we had a great time meeting people, talking with people. And it was really interesting because like the first time I saw the movie was back in 1999 when it first came out. And it was a phenom. Like,
well, it was the first of its kind. Nobody had really done found footage, like a mockumentary type thing. I mean, now you see it all the time with paranormal activity and things like that. But this was the first time it was ever seen. People didn't know if it was real or not.
Yeah, and the other thing they did was it was like a viral campaign
on the internet.
Yeah, it's like the first time anyone had used the internet in the way that they did. Because when I first saw them or heard about the movie, I typed in Blair Witch. I think it was like, this is how Alta Vista. So you kids don't know what that is, but that was before Google. Like Alta Vista, Yahoo, or AOL. That's how you found stuff.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, Ask Jeeves. Yeah, basically. So you would type in Blair Witch on one of these, and it took you to a website, and it had all this history and all the background and all the stories and all the stuff that was hit in the documentary. And so then when you read about it, then you saw the movie, you're like, holy crap, is this real?
This is real. And then you realize that it's all BS.
Yeah. but the other part was like people who lived in the area thought it was real too. And they're like, how did we not hear about this?
Oh, and then they got angry after the movie came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people started showing up in their town asking for Blair Witch stuff and all these different questions. They're like, it's not real.
Yeah. But like it became kind of a freak show, and the people were kind of hesitant. Now there are still some people there that feel that way. They aren't happy about it, but the current mayor, who I got to speak with, told us how they are starting to use the film to benefit the community. So people are coming around, and I don't want to give away what they're doing with that, but we also got to speak with him. We got to speak with someone who was actually in the film and how he got to be a part of it, and as well as like a fan. I didn't talk to too many people because, people were there to have a good time. I didn't want to interrupt that, so I picked out a couple people, and I want you to check those out. And here they are. Hey, I am here with Michael Robinson, the Burgess of
Mayor.
Yeah, but people. I was gonna explain what Burgess was.
It's not what we have.
Oh, you aren't a Burgess.
No, I'm not a Burgess. I am the mayor of Birkittsville, Maryland.
So you're one of the few that doesn't use that. I know Middletown, Myersville, they kind of go that way. Yeah. They think they're better.
I'm not going to comment on that.
All right. So this is like the first time the Blair Witch has been shown, correct?
In town,
and massively.
In public.
Yeah,
we did a private event a few years ago for about 5 people.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the first time we've done it as a public event. Mm-hmm. We're doing it as a fundraiser for the cemetery.
Okay.
Because I figured it's been 24 years. We should probably do something to, have the association with the film benefit the town.
Yeah, exactly. And are you planning to hopefully do this annually or biannually?
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
We got an anniversary year coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, that's cool. So I know that in the past the town has kind of like not wanted to be associated with it. Is the mood there changing at all, or?
I think there's some people who probably are still not thrilled about it, but which is understandable. It's fine. I wasn't here in '99 when it came out, so I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
But I think the fans lately have been beneficial for the town. We've had people come out and do cemetery cleanup on the cleanup days. We had a fire in town, and a bunch of the fans raised some money for the people who were displaced by that. But lately, it's been fine. I mean, people who come out now are respectful, and it's part of the whole building of like film location tourism.
Okay, yeah.
People go out, they take pictures, and they're People don't the cemetery asks that they don't steal earth, but they're going to be selling jars of the cemetery soil for fundraiser purposes. So they'll be here.
Nice.
They'll be here momentarily.
Awesome. Well, I think I know you got to get busy because this is about to start up and you got stuff to do. So thank you for spending some time.
Hopefully, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get together and talk some more about Birkittsville and stuff in the future.
I will be around.
All right, awesome.
See how this thing goes.
Cool.
So,
all
right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you. I am here with Chloe, and so you're here at the Blair Witch Festival, I guess, and it's kind of historic. It's the first time it was ever shown publicly here, because I know the town has had issues with it in the past. So when you first saw it, what was it about that drew you to this movie?
Well, it was scary, but in college I did theater. And I had a little video camera, and I was always the nerd videotaping my friends when we went places. I'm like, I know we're at the mall, but something funny might happen. So when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, that's me. I'm that irritating person that wants to film everything. And I was like, this is something stupid that I could get into. I could see myself being dumb and falling into getting lost in the woods trying to make a movie. And so it just felt very familiar. And then, of course, it was filmed 20 minutes or so from where I lived, and so that made it really cool. And all my friends and I were like, "Oh, it's so awesome! It's near here, and it was huge, so it made our little area." Now,
bigger. Did you come to Birkittsville after the filming? Were you one of those people who
I didn't. I kept thinking about it, but I didn't. And then, just in recent years, I don't know what happened. I started appreciating it more. I liked it. I watched it over and over again. I had friends over to my house, and we watched it outside, and I made some stick figures and hung them in trees, and that was
that's awesome.
But I don't know. We moved. We where we live now. We passed Birkittsville a lot, driving from West Virginia to Frederick, and I was like, oh, we'll stop by, and I finally got interested, and then I think we went to the 20th anniversary. They did an event in Frederick where I guess Eduardo Sanchez is from that area, and that's when I got really, really into finding the film sites and stuff. So we go to Coffin Rock the last couple of years. Take the kids. They don't know what it is. The kids just we're hiking in the woods. They know there's some movie here that we're not allowed to watch.
Oh, nice. So what is your favorite scene in the film? What is the scene that you constantly think about and remember the most that you just...
Well, there's the really funny part where they keep talking about Gilligan's Island, and they keep calling the skipper the captain. And that's really fun because it's really, one of the things I like about it is that it's natural. It's not super scripted. You feel like you're there with them, that they're genuinely friends. But the part where Mike is really sad, when you hear Josh and Mike starts getting upset, because you hear a guy starting to cry, that's terrifying because he's really lost his cool at that point. And that's the part that
Well, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the film tonight and everything else. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. I am here with Ed, and now what's cool about Ed here, you were in the movie.
I was.
Yes. Now, what part were you in the film?
I was the younger of the two fishermen.
All right. So how did you get wrangled into it?
Okay, my nephew was dating one of the director's sister.
Okay.
And he got me to playing softball with Ed. So one day we were sitting at a game, and he says, "Hey, you know something? I've got a part in a film that I'm doing, and I think you'd do well." I said, "Okay, no problem. Let me know." And I waited, and 6 months later, he comes by the house, hands me a bunch of paperwork, and says, "Familiarize yourself. You don't have to memorize anything. Just become familiar. Be at this place at this time, and we'll tell you what to do then."
Nice. So where did they film the actual lake scene?
That was over by the old mill on Black Rock Road down in Germantown.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I love that. He's all over Maryland, so how's it feel coming back to Birkittsville, and now you're going to watch the film again 20-some plus years later?
24 years later.
Yeah.
It's kind of surreal. I mean, I never thought that this would amount to anything. When I asked Ed, he said, "Yeah, maybe we'll be able to sell it to a cable channel or something," which I said, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But this is 24 years later. This is so cool.
Yeah.
That people still come to these things.
Yeah.
And, people will walk up to me and recognize me all these years later. And say, oh, you haven't changed a bit. No, I've changed quite a bit. But it's a lot of fun. And it's because of the fans that it's keeping its, I don't know, it's keeping its likeness.
Yeah. And they, like, one of the things about it, it actually has held up in that it's still scary. Like,
Absolutely.
Like when someone sees it for the first time, it's scary. And I remember when it came out and the campaign they did and all the viral, using the internet the way they did for the first time.
Oh,
really? It was
you can
all
never
brilliant.
do it again.
Yeah.
There's no way. And the marketing was key. It really was. That's what made this movie, other than the fact that you've got the scariness, but it's all in your mind.
Yeah.
And when people say, oh, that was the dumbest movie I ever saw, I said, then you didn't watch the movie.
Yeah. Because you never see what it is that's terrorizing them, which is even more terrifying than when you see something.
Right. You have to put yourself into the movie.
Yeah.
You can't be an outsider watching it. And that's what I always tell people. So,
Yes. Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for talking with me.
no problem. I'm happy to do it.
Awesome. Cool. And enjoy the rest of your time.
I will. Thanks a lot. Cool. Take care.
Thank you very much. So I hope you dug this podcast. It's kind of a shorter one, but you got to see some of the people. And we had a blast.
No, we had a really good time. Everybody in Birkittsville, absolutely fantastic. The people that were part of the movie that stopped by and said hi, they were absolutely incredible. Very friendly, very outgoing, very talkative. The guy that set up the whole program was great.
The mayor.
Was that Greg?
Yeah, no, it's Mike.
Michael. He was amazing, and he always stopped in on us. He brought water for everybody. I mean, it was just really well done. It was a very small social group, probably about 100, 150 people.
Yeah, 150.
Which is a great turnout for a town that maybe has a population the same size.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it looks like they might be doing something for the 25th. I got a little message from the mayor about how he's thinking of some things. So hopefully they're going to do something for the big 25.
That would be incredible.
And definitely we will be back if they let us.
Absolutely.
I don't know if they'll let us, but we will be back.
Yeah, we made a lot of new friends.
Yeah.
We found out about a lot more festivals that go on throughout the area as well. So you may be seeing more of these coming up soon.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll hit some more and see you like in Maryland, maybe some in Ohio, maybe in West Virginia. We're gonna try and get out there more because we had so much fun talking with everybody.
Yeah.
But,
No, absolutely. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
So until next time, stay safe and keep searching.
The Fedora Files.
Check out fedoracrt.com today.